Hi everyone, my name's Pieta Valentine. I've written 2 books, The Resident's Voice from a Dementia Unit and The Resident's Rise from a Dementia Unit. So today's video is on how concentration builds confidence. Okay, so in the last video was about, concentration, fledgling concentration being established, and this video is about how concentration helps build confidence. So firstly, to gauge concentration, with all these activities that we've been describing in this series of videos, of which there's many ways to establish concentration. But once you've got the concentration going, with the dementia resident, you can see through their eyes, through their focus, through their expression, you can feel and see that they're engaged, interested and focused. A lot of it you can sense and see through the eyes. I mean, if they're diverted, and the eyes are going everywhere and they're looking here and there, I mean, that's not focus and concentration. But if they're focused, they're engaged, they're looking at you, they're listening, you can pick up and see that they're concentrating. Now, the importance of it's absolutely essential to get concentration before anything else will be established. It's the main, it's like the alphabet for language, if you like. You've got to have concentration going. Otherwise, none of the other steps will eventuate. So, okay, so say you've got the concentration established. What happens with concentration is that, okay, the person will only concentrate if they're interested. Firstly, you have to garner and engage their interest. That's the big thing. But once you've got their interest with whichever topic, you've managed to capture them with, whether it's the Crown or David Attenborough or racing horses or whatever, presented in an animated, enthusiastic, interesting way, if you've garnered their concentration, they're listening and absorbing, what happens then is that they then start to absorb that information, They start to think about that information. They can start thinking and absorbing and assimilating. And then after that, once they're thinking about it, then they can start to create an opinion about it, about whether they like it. Do they like that black horse or not? Is it a good horse or a bad horse or a whatever horse? And once they start to develop opinions, quietly and gradually, confidence will build if they're positively received when and if they communicate. That's the key. They've got to be positively received when and if they communicate, so that then they will be encouraged to communicate more. Okay, so that's the basis of it. Now, with the work that I was doing, it took a long time. Concentration probably started after a few months, but it took a good year before anyone really communicated. I mean, one person did say at one point that they liked me, or we all like you, which was very flattering, which I actually needed some positive encouragement myself at that time. I'd been in the job about a year and no one was communicating, so that gave me a bit of a boost. And then about 3 weeks after that, I was still, trying to garner and get this communication from the residents. And I said to them this particular day, what activities do you like? I mean, I could see to a certain extent what they liked by their focus and concentration, but I wanted it to come from them. I wanted them to start communicating about it. I knew that they had to start communicating in order to be able to make friends and establish confidence and create their own community. There has to be some form of communication. So you can't just sit silently and expect, except you can in a monastery, sit silently and everything goes on, but it's set up like that. A dementia unit's not set up like that. Well, it's not a happy place anyway, because silence and dementia, it's just dementia spin and dementia stress, and it's not healthy. So anyway, the second comment in terms of once this concentration was garnered and once they'd started communicating, albeit one person every 3 weeks, the second comment was from one of the ladies. She said, Oh, and before I give you this response, I want to mention that you don't ask questions with a yes/no answer, because that's not going to facilitate any effort on the part of the dementia resident. You know, all they need to do is just go, oh, yes or no. I mean, that's no intellectual engaging effort. You need to get an opinion from them that they've thought through, that they're thinking through, you know, to see whether they've actually garnered their thinking, you know. Some opinion has to be given, and then you know that they're starting to think. Anyway, so this one particular lady, she said, after I'd said to the group, okay, look, all these activities, doing so many activities, please tell me which activities you like the most so that I can work more on that with you. And one of the ladies said, she spoke very little after that, but at least she gave this one comment, we like everything. And I said, everything? You like everything? And I said to the group, is that the case? Do you like everything? And they all went, yes. Which didn't give me any gauge on which activity they liked the most, but at least they liked everything. So they said, so anyway, after that, things picked up actually. I thought, oh, well, they liked me, I liked them, they liked everything. And we just went forth, you know. And then, you know, a couple of weeks later, there was this one lady that used to sit at the front of the group. Or she had her own seat because she got up early, had breakfast early, and came and got the best seat early, you know, before the activity started. And she had this seat where she could look out the window to the hills, the Port Hills. Half of it was blocked with a barbecue, tragically, which was hardly ever used, that barbecue, but there was no other place for it. But the Port Hills she could see. So she'd sit there and study the weather, you know, and you could see she was studying the weather, or she was looking outside anyway the whole time, but she never said much or anything actually to this point. Then one day she said, it's a sunny day outside. Waha. Yes, I said, it is a beautiful, glorious, sunny day outside. And so, of course, we could have a whole wonderful workshop on that, the wonderful sunny weather outside and the summer holidays and the sunshine, and on it goes. So you just need to get one comment, one little comment, like it's a sunny day outside. Like, when is it sunny? You know, what season is it? When it's sunny? What do you like doing when it's sunny? Etc. Anyway, you'll know all about that. But the thing was that the main thing is when they say it's sunny, one, you can tease that out to a workshop. But the most important thing really is to encourage and endorse and appreciate and confirm that comment with that person, and really genuinely say, look, that's a great you know, statement that you've given us. You're absolutely right. It is beautiful and sunny. Thank you so much for making the effort to speak to the group. And the next day even say, you know, if it was Sally, well, Sally said yesterday it's a beautiful sunny day. And Sally, oh, did I? Oh, very good. She's probably forgotten she said it. And, you know, and that encourages Sally. She might then say again, oh, today is a very wet day. Yes, Sally, so it is. Then you talk about rainy days, wintry days, etc. Encouraging her. So what happens is that when someone gets the confidence to make a statement and you endorse it and encourage it, the big thing is that then others start to think, oh, maybe I can say something then, you know, and they start to get the confidence to say something as well. And so it was. They did. They started to speak as well, encouraged by the others, because you always need that one role model in the group to say the first, you know, statement. And then the others will get the confidence to quietly follow. That's the big thing, to get that first person that's got that courage and confidence to say that first statement and come out of their cave, their dementia cave. Then it will all start rolling, which it did. So I'll explain in the next couple of videos how that confidence helped communication and friendship amidst the dementia resident group. So thank you for your likes and subscriptions. I appreciate.